Hi, this is Inspiringly Natural with Lesley Suzette here for another video. Let me ask you a question. Have you ever looked at someone's skin and said, oh my gosh, her skin is glowing? Or have you ever looked at someone's skin and said, oh my God, her skin looks really ashen and unhealthy? Or have you ever looked at your own skin and asked either one of those questions? Well, today we're going to talk about the importance of moisturizing the skin, hydrating the body. So when we get back, that's our topic for today. See you in a bit. Hi, welcome back. I am so excited to talk about what we're going to talk about today. But before we get started, I just wanted to share with you a couple of things that I'm wearing today. Yes, your girl's wearing some Juvia's Place and some Ulta and some Sephora products today. So let's get started. Let's start with the lips, ladies. Today we're wearing number 97 from Sephora. It's from an old, I guess, edition called Sagittarius. If anybody's a Sagittarius out there, okay, that's what it's called. But I'm calling it number 97. And you all, this is such a beautiful color. I hope you can see that. It's almost like a light plum, and it's just hitting the lips real nice today. So that's again from Sephora. And of course, I'm backing that up with a lip gloss from Juvia's Place called Moreau. And this is again such a beautiful dark pinkish color. I don't know if you can see that or not, but it is absolutely gorgeous with this number 97. And again, that's from Juvia's Place. And the sisters out there, gotta tell you about the eyes. Today I'm wearing the Berries by Juvia's Place. And it's got a variety of different colors. I think I picked about 3 of these. And ladies, oh my goodness, I got a compliment on this one today at church. And it's just popping the pigmentation or the colors of these Juvia's Place eyeshadows. Just a beautiful berry color. So that's what I'm wearing today on the eyes, the lips. And you know, I've got to tell you my fragrance combo of the day. My fragrance combo of the day, we're hitting that body with the Midnight Amber Glow from Bath and Body Works, you all. Oh my goodness, this one has notes of smooth amber, you all, caramel latte, and yes, bourbon, vanilla or vanilla bourbon. This one is just really nice. And then we're topping it off with a couple of things. Yes, that Nest Oil, Madagascar Vanilla. Madagascar Vanilla. It's a rollerball, but they also have the drops. And oh, you all, this Madagascar Vanilla is so smooth, so beautiful. And if you like a good vanilla like I do, it's on point today, you all. And then I'm coming back with 2 perfumes. Yes, Bourbon Vanilla Day, Valentino, Born in Roma. You all know this is one of my favorites. It ended up in my top 10 favorite fragrances, I believe in top 5. And you all, that is the bourbon vanilla for me, so it's just hitting just right with that midnight amber glow. And since we had a little latte going on, I'm coming behind it with the Black Opium Lait Parfum. Now this one is new, everyone. This is a new Black Opium. It's the Lait Parfum. Now this one doesn't last as long as the original Black Opium, but there's something soft and smooth about this one, you all, that I'm just loving. So yes, I'm hitting that just a bit to get that coffee, that latte kind of smell. And of course, I'm coming back with the Midnight Amber Glow Bath and Body Works Fragrance Mist. Again, that smooth amber, that caramel latte, and that vanilla bourbon. So I just had to open up just talking with you all, letting you know what a girl is putting on and smelling like today. So I'm really excited about the topic for today. The topic for today, you know, we talk about all things beauty, all things fragrance, and all things self-care. Today I want to talk a little bit about beauty and self-care. It's very important for us to take care of ourselves. And the one thing that I've learned from experience, and if you go back and watch some of my old videos and my old content, you'll hear me give my sister some credit, my sister Carzadine, for really honing in and encouraging me to take better care of my skin. I love you so much, sis. And it's so important because I'm telling you, if you wanted to meet the Queen of Ash, you're looking at her. You all know I'm trying to be, I'm going to try to be as transparent as possible. I was the Queen of Ash, and I didn't feel good about that because one thing about my culture and where I come from, I represent not only myself, but I represent my family. I represent the Most High God, right? So I want to go out and I want to make sure that my body is taken care of. So it's very important for us to be hydrated. Our skin needs hydration. We're going to talk about how we do that today. And it needs to be moisturized. And you all, I'm a living witness that there's no more ash here. The elbows used to be ashy. No more ash. Ash away. Gone. Done. Because I found that it was very important for me not to just take care of my skin, but for my skin to be soft and supple and feel good. And that was all a part of my self-care routine and regimen. So when just a second, I'm going to just start pulling out some of these items and I'm going to kind of name it and give it some topics here. And we're just going to have a good time today. So if you want to pull out your notepad, want to take notes, it's up to you. If you already know this, hey, don't leave. Stay, because you might be able to drop me some nuggets in the comment section. So let's get started. So I've got this acronym for you all. C-E-M. Let me say that again. C-E-M. C is for cleanse. Now, it is so important when we talk about hydrating the skin. First of all, why or what causes dry skin? So I went online and I was researching and I was reading some of my self-care books, and I found this. When our skin is dry, you all, it can lose its natural glow. And here are some of the most common causes of dry skin and why it loses its moisture and radiance. Aging could be a factor, okay? Our sebaceous glands and our oil glands, it reduces as we age. So it's important to hydrate the skin because the skin's ability to renew lipids also decreases. So that's one reason, aging. Another reason is climate. We know that in cold weather, that cold weather brings dryness to the skin. So especially in the fall and winter, we really need to be moisturizing and hydrating our skin as much as we possibly can. And then lifestyle. So examples like lack of sleep, excessive alcohol consumption, and fat-free diets can also deprive our skin of hydration. So these are just a few that I wanted to share, and that's why we're starting with the fourth one, that acronym CEM. Let's go with C. Cleansing. Cleansing the skin and moisturizing daily is going to help us. It's going to help us have that glow and that healthy balance in our skin and make our skin look very healthy looking. So when we cleanse, we need to make sure that we are cleansing with just the right products. Now, let me tell you, most of the cleansers out there, I'll be honest, I've looked and there are some that are sulfate free, paraben free. In fact, most of them, now they're marketing that a whole lot, especially in the natural hair community, but also with the body washes. But many of them still have that light detergent, that lauryl sulfate, okay? Now, some don't. Some don't. But most of the ones that I do cleanse with, they have that lauryl sulfate, that little bit of detergent to cleanse the skin. But what I look at also, I look for glycerin. things like glycerin, because glycerin are those healthy lipids, healthy fats that can really help us to smooth the skin out, smooth our bodies, and really help us. So I look for cleansers like that. So I'm looking for cleansers like, my Go Fresh washes, my body washes, making sure that there's something in there to moisturize and nourish the skin. Lots of others that really have that B3 complex, like this one, that's going to hydrate the skin with those wonderful, mostly, they do have scents and fragrances. And if you can't deal with scents and fragrances, you're going to want to look for ones that are fragrance free and still treat your body and nourish your body and make it strong and healthy and glowing. And then sometimes you just need a little health, little coconut water here or there, just to continue to soften the skin, made with the 100 natural coconut water, things like that, to really nourish your body when you're washing and cleansing your body. So also, I love body cleansing mousses, because after I cleanse my skin with a good body wash, I want to come back sometimes with a body wash mousse. Now, body wash mousse is just, it just gets you indulged. It indulges your skin. It's creamy. It's nourishing during the shower. And it just feels good. And sometimes you can use these to, even if you need to shave under your arms or in those other areas, you can use this as well. But body mousses in the shower, woo, they just take that body wash, that cleanse, and you come behind it with a good body mousse, and it just gets your skin feeling all silky smooth. Don't you want silky smooth skin? Yes, 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 yes. So again, that C is for cleanse. So now we've talked about the C. We've talked about cleansing and how important that is. I want to talk about E, exfoliate. Now, this was a problem that I had. You all, this I think was really a big problem for me, because I would always get out of the shower, and as I rubbed especially in my leg area, my feet, dead skin. And I was so sick of it. And I was like, why? Even on my arms, why is all this dead skin? I wash daily. I take a shower. I take a bath. Why is all this dead skin still coming off my skin? You all, exfoliating. I was not exfoliating my skin. And I'm talking about my body. I may have exfoliated my face, but I was not exfoliating my legs, my feet, unless I went to get a pedicure, mani-pedi, and I was not exfoliating my body. And so I had to, in my regimen, in my routine, get me some body scrubs, some body polishes, and some exfoliating products that would help me in my journey. So main areas I told you: feet, legs, even my arms, you all. And it was just a nightmare. And so I had to pull in just a few items. And this is what I did. So I had to pull in, first of all, the right tools. So I pulled in things like an exfoliating rag or an exfoliating tool like this. I pulled in the African net wash, where I could not just wash and cleanse, but kind of exfoliate, because this is not too hard, because you don't want to exfoliate too much and you don't want to exfoliate every day. I had to pull in an African net, and this one is not too hard but not too soft, and it still exfoliates my body and exfoliates my legs and my feet, my arms. And this one, you all, is just amazing. Now, I do like this a whole lot more than I do this, but this one's growing on me. So I had to have the right tools. And there were some other scrubbers and exfoliating tools to help in, helping that dead skin to come off. But also I had to get the right products. And so I would pull certain things like the OGX scrub and wash. And this one just happens to be the coffee brand. But this one not only washes, but it has that bit of scrub that can exfoliate my skin gently. And I like that because I can probably use this once or twice a week and it not be too harsh. But I also had regular scrubs, you know, things from like scrubs from Tree Hut and other companies that I use. But also I had an issue with these, I don't know what we call these little black little, they're not pimples, but they're little bumps. I know there's a name for them, and if I can think of it, I'll definitely put it in. But I also had them all over my thighs, my arms, and my elbows. And someone recommended that I use something like the KP Bump Eraser Body Scrub. And it was just perfect getting rid of those and exfoliating those bumps off of my skin. Now I have a few, but I don't use this every day. I'm very careful because this is a grayish, like almost, I want to say like wet cementish kind of scrub. So I'm very careful how I use it and where I use this. But when I do use it in my routine over a few months, I started seeing those little bumps just come right off. And I was like, oh my goodness, this is working over time. So the scrubs are very important because they definitely exfoliate the skin. And again, I don't use scrubs every day. I may use a regular Tree Hut type scrub maybe 3 times in a week. I might use the KP that I talked to you about maybe once every 2 weeks, or maybe once a week if needed. But this body scrub that I use here, because it washes and scrub, I can use that every day. Hence, look, it's almost gone. But yes, again, C, cleanse, and E, exfoliate. Now you all, I'm going to take a slower walk through this one because this is, the M to me is so important. Yeah, we need to take a bath and we need to use some soap or something. We need to cleanse. And of course, you know, I had the issue of exfoliating, so I had to exfoliate. And that is important as well to get rid of those dead skin cells. But this one is when this M is my self-care. I love cleansing. I love exfoliating. Seems more like work though to me because you got to make sure you're very detailed. And this one is just relaxing to me. And that's the M, moisturize. Now you talk about hydration. First of all, it starts with water. The ultimate hydration for your body is water. And that's not just water on the outside, but that's water going on the inside. That's why it's important to drink lots of water to keep our bodies hydrated on the inside because it's what goes on the inside that's very important, but also on the outside you have to make sure that water is hitting your body to get that hydration. So when you're coming out of the shower, it's so important to continue hydrating yourself. So I would jump out of the shower and say, I'm clean. I washed, you know, for the day. But I didn't add back the moisture because remember, you're washing with some detergents. And so that's drying the skin. And so even though it says it's nourishing and it's moisturizing and all of that stuff, it's still got that lauryl sulfate in it, that detergent. And so it's drying as well. Also, when you use that water, you want to be careful that it's not super hot. Now, maybe that's a big part of why I was so dry. It's because I love washing in hot water. But I had to step back and say, you know what? This is not helping my body as I age. I need to make sure that I'm dealing with some lukewarm water. And then I'm really closing that in sometimes with the cold, especially when I wash my hair. But really that lukewarm water is going to really help to hydrate that body. It can't be too hot nor be too cold. So hydration and moisturizing. And so I'm going to talk about these moisturizers. You know, I already talked about glycerin. And I told you that glycerin helps to strengthen the skin barrier. It helps to soften and smooth the skin and plumps the look of the skin for a youthful appearance. Now, I don't know about you, but if any of you are over the age of 40, You want that youthful appearance. I know I do. And so if my skin can glow as much as possible, my body can have that nourishment and that hydration and have that youthful appearance. That's going to be important. And so when I talk about, moisturizing, it's kind of twofold for me. When I get out of the shower, I am literally coming in with some type of body butter. Here is one, Illuminate Vaseline. And this one, you can also do a shimmering glow with this one. But this one is a favorite of mine. Not only does it smell good, but it really does moisturize and smooth the skin. And I come in, you all know, with some type of additional glycerin or oil. So you all know my favorite is the Vaseline Cocoa Radiant Body Oil. This one, again, has that glycerin galore that's going to help the skin and nourish the skin. So the two together, it's just going to be really awesome. Sometimes when I'm in the shower, before I get out, I'm going in with some glycerin with the Shea and Cocoa Butter Oil by Johnson's. And it doesn't have to be by Johnson's. I've used Equate from Walmart. I've used CVS's brand. Doesn't matter. I've used Amazon brand. Doesn't matter. Coming in with that in the shower and then pouring a little more water, usually a little colder, and then coming out and hydrating with the body butter, it works, you all. It makes your skin so soft and smooth and supple, and it doesn't cost a lot. So if you don't get the Vaseline, it's okay. Because if you go to your nearby Burlington, you will find some type of wonderful body butter. Here's another one, and this one has coconut oil. It even is infused with extracts, coconut extract and coffee extract to make the skin smooth. It has the flaxseed oil, the olive oil, the castor oil, all the good oils. These are good oils for your body. These are also good oils for your hair. Avocado oil, manuka honey, and shea butter. And this one only cost me, look, I hope you can see that, $3.99 for this big jar of butter, body butter. You can't beat that. You can't beat that with a stick. And look how smooth it is on the inside. It's creamy. And look at this texture. Let me see if I can show you. That texture is smooth and silky, and it will have your body just glowing. Look at that. Look at that. It will have your body glowing. That is just decadent. And talk about indulge. I'm telling you, this is my favorite part of self-care time. My routine is indulging in these body butters. And again, it doesn't have to cost a lot. This one, again, cost me $3.99, and I got a backup. And I think this is my second one that I'm indulging in. But again, there's some at the local CVS or at the local Marshalls and TJ Maxx. And you all know about some Nivea. Now look at this Nivea. This is not Nivea lotion. This is Nivea cream, you all. Look at this one. Now this one is it's not as, soft, but it's going to really, really hydrate that skin because it's got the emollients in it. Oh my goodness. And look at this. And I could just come back with the Cocoa Radiant Body Oil and just go for broke with that, you all. And it still makes the skin soft and silky. You all, body butters, you go to TJ Maxx, you go to Walmart, you go to Marshalls, and you get these body butters, and you mix a little bit of that Cocoa Radiant Body Oil. And if you don't have that Cocoa Radiant Body Oil, sis, no problem. Go to Dollar Tree, honey. Go to Dollar Tree and get you some Care-All Creamy Petroleum Jelly. And this is the creamy. This is not the hard one. This is soft and creamy. I don't know if you can see this. Look how creamy that is. And you only need a dime size with your body butter. Look how creamy that is. I don't know if you can see that on camera, but look how creamy that is. And you just go behind and you just, indulge. You hear me? Indulge. Feel good. I'm telling you, I feel good every night. I take me a shower or a bath because I'm coming in and I'm going for broke. I'm going for broke. I'm lighting that candle. I'm lighting that marshmallow candle by Goose Creek, or a candle by Bath and Body, or Yankee Candle, and I'm indulging myself. I'm cutting on some jazz, honey. I'm cutting on some jazz, some George Benson, somebody, some Ben Tanker. What, I can't remember. Woo, I'm going in. I'm going in, and some Kenny. Oh my goodness. And I am going to indulge in a self-care routine that's going to hydrate my skin and my body. This is CEM. Cleanse, exfoliate, and moisturize. You all, moisturizing. I can't talk enough or say enough about moisturizing with a lotion, a body butter. But I did not want to forget my sisters and my brothers out there that may be allergic to fragrance. I'll never forget, I was sharing about fragrances and body butters and lotions on my Instagram page. Check out my Instagram page, Inspiringly Natural. And one of my subscribers or followers said, hey, this is nice, but what about, is it fragrance free? Fragrance free. And I said, well, no, this particular one isn't fragrance free. But that really had me to reflect, because on my legs, you all, my legs would itch and itch and itch. And I would literally be scratching my legs for days in and days out. And I, for the life of me, could not figure out why. I've cleansed, I've moisturized. What in the world is the problem? Why are my legs itching, and why am I scratching to the point of them bleeding? It was really bad. And you know what I had to end up figuring out through test and trial? Is that my legs cannot be lotioned with a fragranced lotion. My legs. Now, I can do a fragrance body wash on my legs for some reason. I'm really careful with that. And that's why I showed some of you the Aveeno body wash, because that's fragrance free. But usually I can get away with cleansing my legs. But when it comes to body butters and lotions, I just cannot use fragrance on my legs or my feet. And so I would pull and use something like Eucerin Daily Hydration. First of all, this one is it's not a creamy lotion. It is a lotion that's going to get to work in hydrating the skin, and you all, it's fragrance free and it's light. This one is the light version because it has a little continuum here from light to very rich, and this one is at the very light end of the continuum. And I tell you, this one, I mean, it's gone. It's gone. And it's pretty expensive unless you have a coupon. So what I did was I went to CVS and I said, you know, they usually have the compared to products. And I found their brand, which is the Beauty 360. And they compared this to a Eucerin, you know, and it's fragrance free. And it helps soothe very dry skin. And obviously my legs are very dry even when I wash with them. So even when I use a fragrance, maybe body wash, maybe it still needs additional hydration. So I use the fragrance-free lotion. I use the fragrance-free lotion. And this is the Beauty 360 by CVS. So I just wanted for my brothers and sisters out there that are either allergic to fragrances, or you just can't handle it like I can on my legs or even your body. There are alternatives out there, just as long as you are moisturizing and hydrating your skin. Now, you know what? The C, the E, the M. The cleansing and the exfoliating. Now, if we're going out of our homes and we're going to our daily occupations, we're going out for dinner, we're going, out to eat, going, to be with the girls or whoever you go out and hang out with. Once you've cleansed and exfoliated and you've moisturized, that's really good. But sometimes we'll get to the restaurant, we'll look down at the hands and we'll say, wait a minute. I need a little bit more. That's why you got to have some on-the-go moisturizing tools in your toolbox, meaning your purse or meaning your pocket. And so I want to make sure that you take with you some type a moisturizer that can fit in your purse, in your pocket, whatever you can, or in your car, so that you are making sure that you are good to go. Now, this Dove Intensive Cream, I get it from, Dollar Tree. And when I go to Dollar Tree, in fact, I went to Walgreens, was it last year? And because I had these coupons, I was able to get these for 50 cents because they're usually $1, and I had a 50-cent off coupon. So I went and I stocked up. There wasn't a limit. I stocked up. I got the blue ones, the black and gray ones for my husband. I got the pink ones that have a little rosy scent in it. I stocked up on these Dove Intensive Care creams, you all, because they can fit easily in your car, in your purse, or in your pocket. And when you're on the go and you need to moisturize your skin, your hands, your body, that works. I also, I'm a Bath and Body Works girl. So when we have the SAS or the semi-annual sales, I make sure I get those travel ones because those fit perfectly in your purse, in your wallet, in your car, you name it. So things like this will help to moisturize your skin and add some fragrance. You smell good too. And so these really help to keep that body hydrated, at least the arms and the hands throughout the day. So I really enjoyed this one, you all. CEM, cleanse, exfoliate, and moisturize. All a part of my routine. That's how my skin is now hydrated and moisturized because I followed and stuck to a plan, a routine in my shower routine regimen that has really, really, you all, transformed the way I cleanse, exfoliate, and moisturize and hydrate my body. Now, many of you all knew this. For years, you've been doing this. But for me, even as an adult, I was not really paying attention to my skin, which is a really big part of self-care. I was reading the other day from the Harvard Business Review. There was an article, and I want to read just a snippet of what it says, and it's pertaining to self-care. It says, we can't share with others a resource that we lack ourselves. When I saw that, I was like, oh my goodness. There is no way that I can really share and talk to you about self-care and the resources if I haven't used them myself. So what is this article saying? Because I read the entire article. Pretty much it says we go day after day after day taking care and looking out for others. Many of us have children, and we make sure that those children are taken care of. Why? Because we're moms, we're dads, and we love them. And many times we have family members that are calling on us and pulling on us, and we take care of them. We check on them before they check on us. I could run a list of things that we do to take care and look after the needs of other people. But my words of inspiration to you today is take care of you. Yeah, I'm going to be like Uncle Sam. Take care of you. That is so important. We cannot really fully look after the needs of others, at least not for a long period of time, and not take care of ourselves. We have to take care of ourselves. We have to watch our diet. We have to drink water. We have to make sure that we're following our regular routine and regimen of getting rest and relaxation and stress-free living. I know this world is filled with stress, but the stress does not have to grab us and hold us down. We can release some of that by taking care of ourselves. I kept telling you, it does not take much. If it's just a regular bath routine, you all take a bath. We all take a bath. At least I hope so. Okay? It's important to cleanse ourselves. So take that moment when you are in your shower routine, when you are in that bath, you take the time, light a candle, listen to some good music, enjoy yourself. Even when you're moisturizing, take some time, moisturize your body. Think about things that are good. Reflect on the good and not the bad. Take that time to meditate and reflect. You know what? The scriptures are very plain when it says our bodies, they're a temple and it houses the Holy Spirit. And so if that's the case, we've got to take care of these bodies. We've got to take care of these bodies because the Holy Spirit is within us. Also, it says, you know what? Cast your cares on him because he cares for you. So all of these scriptures are replete with ways that we can indulge in self-care practices. I'm telling you. So today, those are my words of inspiration to you. Take care of you. My grandmother used to say, you ain't good to nobody else if you ain't good to yourself. So be good to you. You love you, don't you? In that case, take care of this body. So that's my words of inspiration today. You know, I'm Lesley Suzette. We talk about all things beauty, y'all, all things self-care, and all things fragrance. And I got that mixed up, but you all know what I mean. We are here to ensure and inform and inspire you to be your most best, yes, and your most beautiful selves, both inside and out. Thank you so much. Thank you for liking. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for sharing this content. And thank you, if you haven't yet, go ahead and hit that notification bell. That way you'll know when Lesley Suzette Inspiringly Natural is on. Well, until next time, you take care of you, and I'll see you when we get back.